Watching the Bear Pantry Show. My name is Barbara, and for over a decade I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Make sure my mic is working. I'm not muted. Hello. Happy Sunday. And hello to all the replay viewers. Can you all see Josh behind me somewhere? Where are you, Josh? Josh, wave your hand. Oh, you're all the way in that corner. We got to turn the camera like this. We didn't get no lighting on Josh. Hi, Christine. Hi, Den22. How are you? Josh, you are super dark over there. You don't mind, right?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Hi, Bessie. How y'all doing? So I was supposed to come live at 6, but I'm over there like preparing dog food. I know we feed the dog every 12 hours, but it feels like the 12 hours goes by fast. It's like when we feed them dogs, well, you know what? It's not every 12 hours because we feed them like 7, 8 in the morning and then at 5 in the evening. What's up, Coraline? Who do you see? See? Cora said, you ain't coming in here. Hi, Miss Lucky.
She's going to bark at somebody.
All right, so no, she ain't gonna bark because I put her outside. She want her food. I gotta go get that potato, squish it up in their food. It wasn't enough. I put on the rice cooker and the rice didn't cook. Guess why?
You put the thing down?
I didn't plug it in.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Jada.
Hi.
Come say hi to my peeps.
You're right, the video was good.
Huh?
The video sound was good.
I know, that's what I want to talk with them about. If you can move that table and sit for a second if you want to.
Okay.
Like just move it out the way. That's all you gotta give us is hi.
Told me to say
You're
hi.
that important? How's the TikTok video doing?
Good, I think.
Good, you think? Check. Jada's posting stuff to TikTok. If Shanice is in here, Jada says invite her next year so she could go with you to the carnival. Bessie, say hi to you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
I know. My milkshakes are out.
Your mommies.
My mommy's. It's this stupid little tank top that we sewed and it's falling apart at the sides. The lion is in here tonight. Today's your birthday. Diane, I'm glad we came live. I know that you're a Leo, but I didn't realize that you were the 6th of August. Happy birthday to Diane. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. When I write that to people, the highly educated don't get it. The lesser educated get it right away. The highly educated that have masters and doctorate, they're like, what the hell? What does this mean? Are you wishing harm on me? I'm like, oh my God. I'm saying, may you live as long as you want. You get to choose how long you're going to live, right? And may you never want as long as you live. Meaning, may you never want for nothing. May everything be provided for you, right? So, and then the 7th is my cousin Crystal, Effie's sister, Lita's daughter. The 8th is one of Lita's other daughter. And then the 8th is also Carla. The 9th is Dean, one of my aunties that passed away. And Dean's having a party. Did you say Dean is gonna have a piñata?
Yeah, piñata.
Dean's gonna White Dean is gonna have a piñata at his party. All right.
They're gonna fill it with good candy.
I know. I have to qualify him as white.
Apparently they're gonna fill it with good candy.
Like this little girl that I'm watching on
I told
YouTube.
Dina to put money, but then people are gonna stab people in the eyes.
Riot, yeah.
This girl that I watch on YouTube, she's Hispanic, right? But she goes, I'm not Mexican. And people are like, what is she then, right? Because they figure if you're Hispanic, you gotta be Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from Miami, so I'm assuming she's Cuban. But that's an assumption because she might be Belizean. I don't know why the mother has a Belizean-looking face to me.
Yeah.
She has like a face like she came from Corazon or Orange Walk.
Last week there was some people there and they looked like they were Belizean.
When?
Last week at drag.
Cool.
But I didn't ask, but.
Okay, so let's get into this topic before I lose Joshua. Did you all see the melee, the brawl, the fight that happened? I think it's in Alabama at some river dock thing. Did you guys see it? Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it. It just came across my feed. So I don't have a lot of information. I only watched 2 things on it. The actual video that a YouTuber shared, and then I watched Lunel talk about it. So I watched 2 things about it. You saw it? Child, that thing was wild. That thing was wild. When I saw that young man jump into that river and started to swim to go help that one brother, it brought tears to my eyes. Because they were beating on him. They were going to kill him. And the other guy running up top. And then they all, like Lunel said, they swam in, they flew in, they helicoptered in, and it was on and popping. So Josh was in the background because I don't want to show it on my page, Bessie. Put in Brawl in Alabama by the dock, and then the news will come on and you'll see it. If not, Tasha K posted it on her Facebook feed, I think. So remember when they had that melee at your school, at the high school? Huh?
The riot?
Yeah, the riot. What was that about? What started that riot? Huh?
Race war.
It was a race war. And it
I
was
don't remember what started.
what race between what race?
I think it's everybody versus everybody.
The Mexicans against the blacks? Because you all didn't have white people up in that school, right?
It was a little bit, yeah. They weren't.
So it was the Latins, because it's not all Mexicans.
I remember I was cool with the Samoans.
Huh?
I remember I was cool with the Samoans.
Yeah, it was the Latins against the blacks in Joshua's high school. And all I know, Joshua called from school and he said, "Mom, send Daddy to come pick us up. It's a riot." So Joe couldn't even shut down the machine because the machine, you just can't go flip a switch and shut it down. You got to put it into standby mode, and then you have to step down to shut off the damn machine, the printing machine. So Joe jumped in the car. Well, the SUV, we've always had a van or SUV. And he went all back streets to race down to the school. So if he would have taken, let's say, 15 minutes to get there by lights, by going back streets with only stop signs that you could do these New York stops at, because in California, they're called New York stops. In New York, they're called California stops. All right, we okay with that too. So he was doing these New York stops. He got to the school. Joshua jumped in the car. Joshua was like, we're going to exaggerate. Joshua jumped through the window. Josh, did you jump through the window? Josh.
Oh my God.
Hi, Jermaine. Tried that in a small. Oh, Jermaine, you are on it. You are on it. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. That asshole on his song, right? Oh my God, you are on it. It's like that thing that I sent you, and you sent me that meme about the bushes. My God, today you had everybody in here dying. Hi, Melissa Tolbert. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm talking about the riot at Joshua's high school, Fontana High, and the Latinos thought they had it locked down because it's more of them than the black folks, and the white folks was maybe 2 white people into that school. There were more, but we said 2. But the Samoans picked the side of the blacks, and you know they massive. From the women are massive, and they were brutal. And I'm over there weeping, calling my Aunt Kathy, saying they can't find Jory. Joe can't find Jory. They got Joshua, but not Jory. And she said, you know, Jory is very squirrely. That was her word. He's probably going to hop a fence or something to get away, and Joe's going to find him. Calm down. Well, Jory was over there filming, and back in them days, the phones that you film it was trash, right, Josh? He's trying to film a little clip here, a little clip there. And these Samoan guys were bashing police officers in the head with stuff. It was bad. And then the next day when the newspaper report came out on it, you saw 2 black guys running in the street, and they were looking back, and it was a herd of Latinos behind them trying to come kill them. I still have that newspaper. It's somewhere. I'm going to find it and show you guys one of these days. It was bad. So anyways, I watched Lunel play back. First of all, when watching the video, I don't know if there was a first video where they didn't show the ending of the fight. I've only seen the one where you saw the ending of the fight. And the lady that was filming, she was giving it blow by blow, and she did an excellent job with the pow, pow, But Lunel, she's on Instagram, and she was talking about it, and she said what she said. And I was just there for it, okay? I was there for it. So...
Oh, I got them now. The blue shirts just kind of swarmed up.
Huh?
I'm watching the video. The blue short people just kind of appear.
The cops?
Are they cops?
No, the black guys.
I'm talking about the ones in the blue shirts and the khaki pants. Are they security?
They're security or something.
Oh, they're lighting up.
But did you see
they're in the water.
Did you see one of them how she forgot how taser worked?
No, I didn't.
She posed it with a taser, but she forgot how that taser worked.
Like
She's I'm not gonna tase my black dudes. I said, oh my God.
They pulled them
I
off their
think
boat.
people who are racist are stupid. And it goes from every angle. Like if I'm Belizean and I'm a racist against what? Jamaicans, that's stupid too. Why? Because you miss out on a lot of good people that you could have met. You miss out on a lot of good food. You miss out on a lot of good culture. Because I figure no matter what race you are, you go into somebody else's culture, it's exciting and new. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, me and my children, we like to go to anything Jewish people have. Because they're going to have that good cold cuts, that what do they call it, Joshua? Kosher?
Kosher.
Kosher cold cuts, that good bread, that rye bread. Oh my God. When I go to those type of functions, I make a plate and I go put it in my cooler bag in the car. And then I come back in like I didn't eat yet. And you're like, eat something. Eat. They always want you to eat. Eat something. Just like going to Italian people stuff. Only people I don't want you to eat is Belizeans. Not me. Huh? Did you see the one swim across the ocean to get the help?
I was thinking that's cool, but then, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired?
No, he got up there fight though.
I'd be tired, but give me a minute.
So I really and truly wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on behind the scenes with the pivot that we're doing to the show, because you guys are my diehards, the people who come in here, what, 12 people, 18 people?
I get the old lady just like,
I wish I could show it here, but they're gonna get me for violence.
They'll get you for violence.
Yeah, they're gonna get me. If I show it here, guys, they're gonna get me for violence, and I want to keep this up.
Now.
Yeah. Even Facebook is getting people for violence when they share it on their feed.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Don't you want to see this? Let me tell you why it's sensitive. It shows violence." I'm like, "What? Have you ever watched a Western?"
Right.
God, that's all they do is violence.
But I bet you can see a clip.
I thought it was gonna throw. I thought it was gonna drown. I would have to wait to duck. But when I saw the one up top running, though, no lie, that would have been Joel. That would have been Joel running to help. We have many stories. We have many stories at graduation parties. And this is not so much about racism, but about assholes.
Yeah, it's just
right? Assholes. Like was it Jory's graduation? That was the big fight we had, right?
There was two Jory's and there was another one where
Jada's. Jory's and Jada's.
Okay.
Jada's wasn't as bad. But Jory's graduation, they tell you not to save space on the bleachers for nobody. If your guests didn't get there on time, oh well, oh hell, you can't put your sweater or your bag and save the space. So when we were going through the bleachers, we couldn't find no space. And we got there early. And so we looked and we saw a big swath of the bleachers empty. So I asked the young girl, and I go, "Is anybody sitting there?" And she goes, "No, you can have it." So we all piled up in there, right? And we spread our butts as wide as we can go because we were trying to save space for Joe brother and his nephew to come. We didn't put no bags or nothing. We just kind of spread it wide. And then she says, "I was waiting for my family to come, but I guess they're not coming after all, so you can have the seat." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." So the stuff starts, it takes a little while, and the graduation starts. And then she elbows me because I'm sitting next to her, because I'm not going to put my man to sit next to her for fear that she say he touched her, right? So she elbows me and she goes, "You guys got to go because my family came." And I looked at this heifer like, the F? So then the big family member, a dude, went to Joshua because Joshua was on the end and did this to him on his shoulder, like, "Get up, get up." And so it was Joshua. Joshua, help me remember. Joshua that scared the piece of crap Jalal. Then Jada.
Then you and Dad.
Then Effie.
Oh, Effie. I don't remember.
No, then Daddy. Then okay, so Joshua, Jalal, Jada, Daddy, Effie, then me. Joe's brother and the nephew didn't come yet. Joe jumped over Jada and Jalal lap and was over there, grabbed that man and was ready to beat his ass down the stairs. And so then he's like, no, stop. So he didn't do it, so he didn't get in trouble. But he did because they touched his kid. And so all of us jumped up. Even Effie, with her vision impairness, jumped up. I don't know if Effie was going to fight, but Effie tall, right? So all of us jumped up. And we was all going to jump in on the beatdown. And then stinking Jalal, Joshua's friend, that's no longer a friend, was like, "You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy." That's what he started to tell us. Chicken. He couldn't go nowhere with us after that. You can't go nowhere with us after that. You have to watch the whole thing to the end, Bessie. If not, find another copy of it.
I found one that was kind of cut off at the end. The end is when everything gets crazy.
You're gonna know the end because those people in uniform show up. I don't know if they're
The
cops.
blue shirts and khaki pants. Yeah,
Blue shirts and khaki pants, and there was a lady doing a blow by blow on her phone. She was, "Hey, get him, And I said she was doing some good blow by blow though. It's crazy. Don't offer me the seat because I didn't fight you for it, even though there's rules about it. I didn't fight you for it, so don't offer me the seat and then come back and tell me to move and make this man come and touch my picnic. Oh hell, no. Mm-mm. So that would have been Joe fighting. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review if you bought my books. The Belizean cookbooks are selling kind of decent, but nobody's leaving reviews. Nobody cares to leave a review. I'm like, come on. Only 2 people did. Thank God for those 2 people. Right, Carla? Well, I'm okay. I keep getting sidetracked. So the behind the scenes, what's going on at my where's my phone? Joshua, did I bring my phone in here?
I don't know. Want to go get it?
Yeah, give it to me, Josh. I screenshotted some stuff to show them. So even though I keep losing subscribers whenever I put up one of these new type of lifestyle type videos, it doesn't affect my total count of subscribers because maybe I gain subscribers from the older videos and maybe they're washing each other out. So I'm not seeing a decrease in the total number, but I'm seeing every video that I put up for the past 5 or 6 videos, I lose 1 to 2 subscribers, maybe as much as 3 on one of them. So that tells me that either people don't like those videos and they subscribe for another reason, which is for me to slave away in the kitchen and die young because the food's going to kill me. And they decided I'm going to be, petty and I'm just going to unsubscribe because this is not what I subscribe for. I don't unsubscribe from people's channel, even if they change it, even if they stop putting up videos. But people are petty like that. They'll go ahead and unsubscribe. Maybe it's the same 2 people that are subscribing, resubscribing, and unsubscribing. It might be them. All right. So yes, the dress came out so good. That dress took me 8 hours to make, 4 hours each day. I don't think it was that much, but it was a lot. It was because I sewed most of it by hand. It was a lot though. Let's see, where the hell is phone thing there? I want to show you guys. So when I do the cooking videos, this is the one on how to make the cracker lime pie thingy. If you guys can see, it says, can you guys see? Oh, stupid ring light's in the way. I'm gonna close my eye. Shoot, this every time I put it in front of the camera, I have to mess with this lens. Well, right here it says that YouTube is getting paid $19. So I'm gonna get 55% of that for that video, right? But for my lifestyle video, not the one today, but the one that I put up Friday, the one where I tell you I did that party for $20, YouTube is getting paid $29.54 from the sponsors. I don't know if y'all can see it. I would have to tweak the lens, and then when I put it back on me, it's not going to be correct. So it's $29.54. So I get 55% of that. So that's one of the main changes that's going on at my page. And if you notice, there's a graph line. It's kind of chopped off, but it's going straight up. And that tells you how much of the video people are watching. So people are watching the video, thank God, right? Jada, that video about the party for $20 already made me $5.25. It takes me a while to make money on my videos.
Well, not Jada.
Joshua, come and hold over for a second. I can just go mash up the potatoes for the dog.
I'll mash up potatoes, all right.
It's in the microwave. There's a bin on the counter. Mash it together.
Okay.
It's gonna be hot though, so don't serve it right away.
Okay.
Just mash it for me. So the change that I'm seeing in the back is that the lines are always going in that upward trajectory. The sponsors are paying YouTube more money per 1,000 views at my videos. Sometimes if I get 400 views, a good 70% of those views came from YouTube suggesting the video. Then it would switch and it would be like a good portion came from the browse feature. But at least in the beginning, YouTube is suggesting the video, right? Then and those are the things they say you want to see. Then they say a good 60% of the people are still watching past the 30-second mark. And they say that you need to have more like 80% of the people watching past the 30-second mark. So I need to do something different in that first 3 seconds to 30 seconds to keep the people watching past the 30-second mark. Okay. So, but these are all numbers where I can see a change, so it's like, it's not going to happen just like overnight for me, but you guys are seeing what I'm doing to make the changes happen. I belong to a food group on Facebook. I don't remember when I joined the group, but everybody in there is whining and complaining about how low their views are and their cooking videos are not getting views, yada, yada. I ain't saying nothing because you guys know I've been there, done that. Almost 12 years of this bull crap, not making no money. The hell? Mm-mm. So it's kind of hard coming up with these ideas for the lifestyle videos. So if you guys have ideas, please feel free to let me know. If I don't do it, don't get upset. Sometimes I might not know how to put it together as a video, because like that one, I knew that I wanted to do the sewing of the dress, but I knew that I did not want it to be a tutorial per se, because I don't know enough to teach you guys how to do it. It's by fluke that friggin' dress came out good, because it's the first time I'm putting it together like that, with the off the shoulder thingy and attaching it to a skirt. You know what I mean? So Joe messed up the elastic when he was putting it on, and I told him to pull the elastic as you sew, and he did for the first half, but for the second half he didn't pull it enough, and then it came up short. And he goes, "Well, add more elastic." I'm like, "No, the dress is gonna be too big." So I had to go rip that half and then stretch it and base stitch it and give it back to him. So we went through a lot. I wish you guys could strike too. I know, huh? I know. Yeah, so I've been putting up the videos Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm going to watch how this one that I put up today does, because if it doesn't do well, I'm going to probably switch my uploading days to maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Because maybe on the weekend, people are just busy, and maybe it's just better to do a live on the weekend, because they say don't leave the weekends unattended, because a lot of people are browsing YouTube looking for things to watch when they don't have nothing to do on the weekend. Well, obviously not. Right? So, update on Joe. He's doing well. He's back to full strength. Praise God. Thank you for your prayers. You guys, I know the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And I do believe that it's us two and it's when two and more are gathered together. It's all of us combined that saw Joe through this thing. They eulogized Esther's nephew on Friday. Joe and I didn't attend. Joe was still in his recovery process. But Joy said it was beautiful, but they're going to cremate him on Monday. So they decided to go with cremation. And they raised enough money. You put it with the rest of the food?
Yeah,
okay. And they raised enough money to cover the cremation. Praise God. And thank you for the couple of people that gave, the people that follow me that gave, because it does matter, okay? Okay, Miss Lucky, that's a good one. That's a good one. We're gonna when I do that, child, I get crazy. I stop, put the camera up on the lamppost thingy, and then we step back and then we ride by, and then Joe has to ride back and grab the camera. Then we put it in the next angle. Child, we put it on top of stuff, and then we cross the street. Then we have to run back across the street. Thank you, Melissa. I'm not going to give up because I'm only about 6 videos in. The videos are a bear to edit because it's, this is a lot of cutting away. It's a narration style of video. I like narration style video because I get to tell it like a story, right? Because I love to tell stories. And then I cut away to what I'm saying. And the cutting away to what I'm saying is that B-roll stuff that you have to keep those things in sequence, because if you don't, then they're kind of hard to find and put in together, right? So, and then like when I was talking about the ground turkey that I cooked, I was outside talking about what the hell did I put in first? Did I put in the onion and the cilantro first, or did I put in the spices first? And I think I put in the spices first, but I had to chop it up to make it make sense. So, we live in California where we could be outside in the backyard like 3 seasons out of the year. So we could do the backyard thing for a while. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, I keep getting a thingy. Let me see if I can find it. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It's an Instagram, and my sister said she watched it 2 times. I'm gonna have to send it to Jasmine. Jasmine always be in my Instagram DMs. Let's see. Let's see. Where the hell is that? I keep going to the message. I don't need to go to the message. I need to go to one of my posts. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Of course, it's not going to be the one that I look for. It's maybe it's at my Facebook. Hold on, guys. Baby boy turned 1 yesterday. Look it. Baby boy turned 1 yesterday. Our baby. Remember, we are all this baby auntie. 1 month. Turned 1 month. No, 1 month. I can't find this thing, but it's somebody that does card reading or something, like some oracle keeps reaching out to me to tell me to inbox her in her DM because I came up in her prayer and the Lord has shown her to where I've had some spiritual blockage in me forever. I'm like, I already know this. Child, I don't want to hear from you. I don't like to be prophesied to. It's yesterday the 5th. Yesterday the 5th. 1 month already. That's another testimony. That's another testimony. We prayed that baby through, didn't we? Dang, we prayed that baby through. Yeah, so I don't like to be prophesied to. I'll tell you why. The prophets never bring good news. Have you guys ever noticed that? Even the card reader will bring some type of good news. The prophets never bring no damn good news. It's always, God say you need to put $1 in the box. Not $1, $1,000. It's always, you need to get closer to God. You need to come to church more. Even when you're going to church every day, you need to go to church more. It's always, there's something from your childhood that's keeping you back. That goes for all of us, right? Oh my God, it's never good news. Never good news. So, no, I don't need to hear none of what she got to tell me. I already know about the spiritual block. I'll go to if I go to the beach again, I'll go pay Ida. I'll go pay Ida so she can read. Ida was right on the money with a lot of stuff, though, guys. She didn't even use the cards because she says the cards are her tool. She just sat there and talked with us. I feel like that lady has some prophecy in her. So, anyways, she was the one that told us that Joe was sick, but whatever he was sick with was not going to harm him, but he needed to go see the doctor. And that's when they did the colonoscopy and found them polyps. I took her serious. I didn't play. I did not play. I put on a beautiful red beaded necklace today, and it was longer than this one, so it looked so good on the dress. And as I stood in front of the mirror putting on my makeup, I just felt it come undone, and all the beads went flying everywhere. I found some of them, but God only knows where the rest went, so I can't put it back together. I'm so mad. Shanice, Jada said invite her next year, and she went to Carnival with your girl. She's watching your pictures. She's watching your pictures. So my neighbor, why did I have the thing going this way when Joshua already left? My neighbor from across the street that was going to go to the creek with us Tuesday, but we couldn't go because Joe was sick. She said she didn't end up going. That was nice of her to say she was going to go with us, though, because that's something that she did with little Gio. And this would be the first year that they didn't go because of little Gio not being here. And so that was nice of her to say she was going to go with us, but it just didn't happen. Jada said she coming, girl. She coming. She coming. I'm trying to figure out how to reach my cousin that lives in Canada because I don't have an email on her anymore because she retired. And the email I had was her work email. I have a phone number on her, but every time I try to text that phone number, it pings back to me. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I might try to call. She's on my time, anyways. She had invited me and Joe to go there for the summer. Yeah, so I this thing that I'm doing with the channel, I told you guys before when we had the bottle printing business, when we had to change our prices because we were working well below when we first started because we didn't know the pricing, we lost all of our customers except one. And that customer stayed with us till the day we closed our doors, by the way. And it was scary. We went through a month of no work because that one customer would only come every couple of months. So we went through a month with no work, not knowing what the hell we were gonna do. But we had to take a chance on raising our prices because what we were working for was not paying the bills. You know, we're burning up all that electricity, buying all that paint and material. And when you're doing bottle printing, the paint doesn't cost $55 a gallon. It was when we closed our doors in 2017, they were as high as $175, $250 a gallon of paint to put on those bottles, right? So I'm taking a chance in pivoting the channel to where it's not going to come away from food. I'd be a fool to come away completely from food knowing that I have cookbooks that I'm selling. But it's gonna put in more of what we are. We are a well-rounded family, as you know, my diehard people who talk to me on the phone know. Like Carla is the main one that always tells me, "You guys are so talented with so many things," and all that talent's being left on the floor somewhere because I don't put them in a video because I've designed the videos to be just about like cooking tutorials when I never wanted it to be tutorial. I never ever wanted my channel to be tutorial based. I always wanted it to include the family and what goes on behind the scenes. And then, you know, I think I showed behind the scenes a couple of times and I stopped because people would complain and go, "We don't want to see that. We want to see you get to the point, the meat of the matter with how to make the dish." Well, you have those videos here. They're in the library. They're in playlists and stuff like that. So they're here. Other than that, we're gonna put in, and so it's not like me vlogging my everyday life either. You know what I mean? So you didn't see every aspect of every day when I was making that dress. It happened over 2 days. I cut that dress. I think I went to the fabric store Friday morning, came back, cut it right away. It was actually easy to cut because I already had all my formula down pat. And then I started to just sit in front of the TV and sew by hand. Till finally, when I pulled the string and put the ruffles together and I base stitched it, Joe pulled out the machine and he secured all the layers. And then he sewed the channel for me to put the elastic in. He sewed around the rim, you know, the sleeve and the hem. And pretty soon the dress was done. You know what I mean? I know Jada was tickled. Jada's like, "Mommy, is Shanice the one that always comes in your stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I think I have her on my IG. And she's a carnival. I want to go to that." Like, okay, my mom went to Trinidad Carnival back in the day, and that was lit too. It's Did you go to the one in Miami, Shanice? That one didn't happen yet, right? Doesn't that one happen in October? Am I missing it? I'm very anxious to find out if that little girl parents is from Belize. The little girl that I'm watching, the little girl don't necessarily look Belizean, but the mommy does. I'm like, she don't look like Cuban. She look Belizean. A fashion show of all the dresses I made. Okay, that's a good one. Remember when I used to do Miss Bear Pantry? I love doing that channel, just try on clothes all day and pose and look cute. I loved it, but I ran out of clothes. I can go snag some of the videos from there too and go, "I was doing this channel over here and look at me, you know, doing my clothes, and I wanted to show you my latest dresses that I made," and we'll do it like that. Yeah, Jada wants to go. Jada says she's gonna go up there and be with Shanice and go party. You know Jada go everywhere. Jada love to travel. Well, we're very excited because this week, Saturday, because Dean's birthday is the 9th, Dean is having a party. And we're invited to go to the Orange Grove for the party. And I hear they're going to have a piñata. Joe will act a fool with that piñata. Why is it whenever the kids were little was the adults that beat up the piñata? Mm-hmm. Yes. So we're excited to go to that this coming week. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow is roasting hot for us. So the dogs haven't even gone outside except for when I'm out there recording. Y'all saw Wednesday in the last one? That little patch of grass underneath Joe Orange tree scratching her back. It's fancy. Girl, it's fancy. That's my the cake book. Girl, I haven't even looked at the cake book. But the cake book cover is already done, created, right? Well, I always hire that guy to do the back. When I type up what I'm gonna type up, he places the picture and put the text and so on and so on. But so I'm gonna do that still when I'm done with that cake book. But the picture on the back is actually Dean's grandma's house at the Orange Grove. It's one of those veranda style thingy with the two white chairs on the American flag, and it looks very Americana. On the back of my I'm gonna send you a picture, Miss Lucky, when I go on the computer. I'll send you a picture so you can see what the back of the cake book looks like. But the cake book is just, girl, it's just a matter of me making the damn cakes and taking the pictures, but I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I've shown. Oh, you know what? I was gonna tell Christine. I've shown it several times when we've been there, but it's been for my members. It's at the membership. It's beautiful. It's 5 acres of all orange trees. They have it, beautifully pruned and well put together. And when any of the trees die and they have to chop it down, they save the wood there. And somebody used to come pick up the wood, but it was us picking up the wood this last winter because we had a very cold winter for us here in California. And they have a golf cart that Jada drives and drives you around, and it's always cool. It's never hot over there because of all the shade trees, right? And so we drive around on the golf cart. You have to hold on because Jada won't turn corners and throw your ass off the golf cart. And they have a beautiful yard. They have a big 3-car garage they don't never let us show what's inside the garage because it's some pretty interesting things that are important. It's some old time cars. Yeah, and just a beautiful farmhouse looking place, just gorgeous. Inside of a locked gate, an electronic gate. So it's nice. It's nice over there, right, Carla? It's pretty. You guys are gonna love that. Yeah, we're gonna go to Dean's party. I'm so glad that we're invited. Mm-mm-mm. So I'm not having my party this year. And one of the main reasons is the money, because I don't want to have a shabby party. I don't want to have that party on $20. You know what I mean? I want to have a party where there's a lot of food and people could eat as much as they want, drink as much as they want. And then I also wanted to hire like the Garifuna drummers. I wanted this. I wanted too much over the top stuff. So that wasn't gonna work. So August is like the worst month for me financially because usually my YouTube checks are not great in August. Everybody's doing summer, right? And then on top of that, my smog for my car is due, the registration is due. Um, God, there's a bunch of crap that's due in August that makes it depressing for me. So I gotta encourage my own damn self. I know. I was just like praising God for Joe being himself. When he came on that camera and started to rail up with me, I was so happy. Because I'm like, he's back to himself. He's railing up again. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to have it set up. It might be all because that veranda is wrapped around the house. The kind where the killer gets you from the other side when you're not paying attention. That kind. So it's real pretty. Yes, you guys, thank you for buying the bread book and the Belizean cookbook you need from Amazon. And if you haven't picked up a copy yet, pick up one. And if you pick up a copy, leave me a 5-star review. A lot of people have to go pay people at Fiverr for these 5-star reviews, but I got you guys, right? I got you guys. I was very encouraged when I looked at my analytics this week, though, and I figured I would share it with you guys because sometimes when you're making a change in your life, you don't see the results manifest right away. I mean, that goes a lot with weight loss. you change your eating, or they tell you have high sugar, high pressure, high cholesterol, and you change everything about your eating and you don't see any results and you give up and go back to the bad eating, right? So it's like that sometimes with things that we're trying to change, and trying to change a whole channel to pivot it, it's kind of rough. You guys know I've already pivoted the other channel from doing reviews to doing the podcast, and I haven't even had time to sit down and really talk, for to do the podcast. So I wanted to talk really quick about Trump. Child, that man is going to get some people deleted. You guys know what I mean, right? For him to tweet that thing that said, if you come for me, I'm going to come for you. I know with him, that's a lot of bluster. That's the narcissism in him. And I feel personally that he was threatening the judge. That's what I feel. He says no, he was talking about the super PACs and stuff that, donate to the campaign and yada yada. That's not who he was talking about. He was going after that judge because she's a beautiful black lady that's Jamaican born and raised. The minute I saw that lady, I told you that lady looked foreign. You sure that lady not Belizean? So anyway, she's Jamaican. So by him doing that, it can set off his crazy followers to do something to harm this lady. So collectively, we're going to keep lifting this lady up. We're going to keep lifting her up because she is a no nonsense judge. And I know she's going to clamp down on him because no, they have till 5 o'clock tomorrow to get that, what do you call the thing? The protective order. The government asked the judge for a protective order. I wouldn't want to be a witness on that list because I'd be scared because I don't know how they would protect me. And me and Joshua always talk about, from the movies and the TV shows, whenever the cop says, I'm going to be right here in my car watching your house, don't worry, the killer won't get you, you already know you dead because they're going to get that cop out there because he's going to be sitting there not paying attention, right? I'd be scared. I'd be scared, not of him, because he's not going to do nothing, but of his crazy people. And I don't care who gets offended when I call these people crazy, because they crazy. A channel takeover, they can do that. They've done that before too, Christine, way back in 2018 when I went to VidCon and when I had my surgery. August the 3rd made 5 years since I had the surgery for the gallbladder. Thank God. Best thing I ever did. Somebody came to my gallbladder video. At that gallbladder video, all I get is positive vibe. People saying, thank you for making this video. This makes me not scared to go get my surgery. Thank you. I'm back from my surgery. I know I'm doing everything you said to do because I had the same symptoms you had yet. Yeah. One person came and said, this is very misleading. This is very misleading because, this didn't happen for me. And I had the surgery where they cut me. I'm like, well, I didn't have that surgery. I had the one where they punctured me. And that's why you shouldn't have waited that long. So why is mine misleading and yours is not misleading? Yours is not the norm. When I was refusing to take that surgery and they told me they might have to cut me from sternum to bow, I'm like, okay, let's get these holes in here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they can take over. They can take over. Especially like Josh. Josh can talk, so Josh can take over. Jada did a review on a hammock that she has for the car for the dog. I didn't even recognize that was Jada's voice. She went into this very announcers type voice, It's just so many videos that I have to pump out. So hopefully Joe's going to be back tomorrow now for us to go film somewhere for him. We got to get Joe going, go film for his channel because he was down for the count. My neighbor across the street told me not to do the Catalina Island thing if I wanted to do that for my birthday because she says she never gets sick, but she gets sick on that boat coming and going each time she goes because the water is very choppy. I don't want to go on a trip to where I'm going to be throwing up all day. The hell? No. These are some good ideas that we can implement. Great ideas. Nobody ain't going to feed the dogs, Nobody, it's 7 o'clock. Ain't nobody going to feed the dogs. So, yeah, I'm very encouraged. I'm starting off this week very encouraged. My birthday is not tomorrow, but it's next week, Monday. And my family's having fun looking at my little birthday wish list at Amazon, trying to pick what they want to pick for me because I have some reasonably priced things there. And I told them from the very cheapest item that's there is very much needed. Do not scoff at it and go, she want this thing for $3. Like one of the things that's there is an adapter that goes from USB-C to USB, so I can charge my phone without having it plugged into the computer. Why is it when Apple sell you stuff, they always leave something off of it? Always leave something off of it. It's like, you gave me the wire, okay, thank you, but the wire, the ending of the wire is USB-C. Where the hell am I going to plug that? Except for my computer that has USB-C, right? So I either have to buy one of those charging things, a station that has USB-C. I have one that was given to me last year for my birthday by somebody else that went to my list. Thank you, thank you. I think who the hell gave that thing to me? Was it Lorette? Lorette, if it was you, say something in the replay. And that thing's on my nightstand and it works great. So from the smallest little thing is very much needed. Yes, check out Joe's channel. Joe's channel does well when he travels, and he wants to travel so bad. So bad. Yep. Gotta pin up my hair. I liked when I did my live from that bench over there, but it was too much of a setup to do. There's a gadget too that I have on the list, but it's like $80 something. So I don't know if any of them are going to get it for me. And you're supposed to plug it into your computer and plug your camera into it, and then you should be able to go live with your good DSLR camera. I hope it works. They said you can do it with your Sony camera that I have too. I hope that it works, but I don't know that it would. We'll see. Some videos say it works. So, something darker just now. What the hell? I guess it's the angle. Yeah, he's really good at that too. He's not good at conversation, like to just sit down and converse with you. He's not good at that because of the hearing impairment. But he's very good at interviewing people and asking them what makes them tick. Why do you like this business though? I guess because he's been a business owner. He always wants to find out why people started the business that they're in. And for him, he started his business, the bottle printing, because that's all he knew. That's the same thing with me on YouTube. I started doing cooking videos because that's all I knew. Besides singing, and singing don't get you paid, because you can't get that monetized. You have to rely on fan funding if you're going to sing. So you kind of have to start with what you know, right? And he's really good, like with the young people too, because the young people always want to talk to him. But he's back. Thank you, God. That virus is gone. We hope he's never going to get it again. I spoke to a friend of mine, same age as Joe. And he says, even though the doctors don't suspect that it had anything to do with the prostate, I would still start taking supplements to, what's the word he said? Sure, he didn't say shore up. He said, what's the word he said? Strengthen. Same, but different, right? To strengthen the prostate gland. So we bought 3 supplements, and we're going to do a live event whenever those come. And we're going to talk about what they're supposed to do and how he's going to start taking them and what age people should start taking them. Because I did a lot of Google search on it after my friend told me. And the reason that I worry about these type of things, well, I shouldn't say worry. The reason that I'm cautious, because it's not elevated to the point of worry. I'm cautious about these type of things is because you guys know what did Joe's dad in, right? And so we're definitely going to do some supplements to strengthen and make sure that everything's keep working correctly and that type of infection never happens again. We still don't know what brought that infection on. They say possible kidney stone. We didn't see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I always ask people what they think, and when they give me advice, I take their advice to heart and I go look into it, So when he bought the supplements, all three came to $54, and it's gonna arrive on the 7th. So what, tomorrow? And then we could do a live. I don't want to do it as a video. I want to do it as a live, so people can ask questions and you guys can put your input and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'll do it as a live, Miss Lucky. I might change my mind, but I think I'll do it as a live, and you can sit with me. And when I talked to my friend, he said my dad, was done in his 80s because of the prostate, and when he came down with it in his 60s, I told him what to take, but he wouldn't take it. And then when it went haywire, the doctor said you should have been taking this, this, and this. The three things. You know what I mean? It's been done for a while. The Emma, I really liked it. And I wish I could afford to keep up with it, but it's super expensive. It's like $59 a bottle. I can't afford that monthly, but I really like it. When you first start taking it, you go to the bathroom a lot, but then after that, you kind of get used to it, and it seems like I reverted back to my normal. And so I stopped taking it for like a week, and then I realized how horrible I felt, and I went back on it, and it was like brand new again. So it's something that I would buy again if I had the money. If I had the resources to do it, I would definitely keep up with that. That's one of them that I liked. I wanted to do stuff too, but it's going to be too costly. And I don't want to put myself through the hell that I know these diets cause. I was going to say, I tried Jenny Craig for a month, and this is what happened. I tried Nutrisystem for a month, and this is what happened. I tried Noom for a month, and this is what happened. But I already know what those plans are about. And the Jenny Craig food and the Nutrisystem food is going to sicken me because I can't eat half them food out there. And Noom, I ain't got time to write nothing, no damn diary. So I'm not doing that. We might do stuff where I make two different type of muffins and then go buy those muffins at Costco and then blindfold Joshua because he's the muffin connoisseur, right? And not give him the whole muffin because, of course, the Costco muffin is going to be bigger than the ones we bake. Our pans are only so big, but slice it up and do a blind test to see if Joshua knows which one is which. And he says hands down, he's definitely going to know the chocolate chip muffin, which one is which, because ours tastes better. We'll see. They're very expensive, girl. I'm going to have to do a GoFundMe for this shit. So, y'all fed the dogs? No, I've been doing a live. The food is on the counter, half each, and I have the turkey thing that you gave me is on the counter by the microwave, one piece each. I broke it into two for them. I don't give a shit about no dog. That's why I'm not gonna freaking grand pick me. Dog sickening. Everybody, there's 4 adults living in this house. They see me busy doing my job. If I was working for the man out there, they wouldn't come and ask me did I feed the dogs. I already prepared the food. They didn't go back and feed the dogs. And Wednesday will never beg. She'll just watch you with doughy eyes. But Cora will beg and go on indecent. So, anyways, guys, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to get out this heat because damn, it's hot in here. I'm going to go put some ice in Cora fan down there on the floor. That fan uses ice and water, and Cora lays right in front of it. I gotta go put some ice and water in that thing for Cora. Let her eat and let her come lay down in her room, shut off all these damn lights for I burnt up, okay? For real, me not have no grand picnic. They are come throw a dog upon me. If my Aunt Kathy was alive, she would say, I told you love dogs. She used to always tell me that. I know you love dogs. You're just afraid of them. Yeah, so thank you guys for all your love and support, though. And thank you for the encouraging words. Thank you for the suggestions. And Miss Lucky, thank you for helping me to title the video. Every now and again when I'm having trouble, I'm going to ask you to help me title a darn video. And I'm going to ask Christine, too, because Christine got them young kids that keep her in the know, okay? Y'all go watch the thing. Y'all go watch the video, the melee. Thanks for coming in, guys. I love you all. Bye.